Here's a bad crime. If you've checked the New South Wales Police public site over the last couple of days, you'll have seen the latest out of Sydney's northwest. At 2:40 a.m. in the morning, a 44-year-old man was heard shouting for his life before falling from a balcony at a unit complex in Cranes Road in Castle Hill. He suffered massive injuries and couldn't be revived by paramedics. Homicide squad detectives have moved fast though. They've already arrested a 38-year-old man, a 30-year-old man and a 34-year-old woman, all charged with murder. On the top of that, there is an active ongoing manhunt for a 31-year-old man named Jake Campbell. It's a brutal, senseless tragedy. The police are out there doing the hard yards, which is great, executing warrants in Woolloomooloo, making arrests and trying to get dangerous people off the streets, which is a relief. But once the cops do their job, will the courts do theirs? Looking at cases like this, I genuinely wonder if the same outcomes will follow as per the Charlie Gander murder down in Victoria. I covered the sentencing in that case in the video link above. For those who don't remember, Charlie was a 19-year-old kid from Benalla. On Christmas Eve 2022, he was kidnapped, murdered and his body was dumped and burnt in a car, leaving zero forensics. Absolute horror. Well, the sentences for that crime were finalised earlier this year. The guy accused of killing him, Dimitri Delio, got 26 years, but Danny Clark, the guy convicted of kidnapping the 19-year-old before he was murdered, the judge handed down a sentence that meant he was eligible for parole on the exact day he was sentenced. The Supreme Court factored in his pre-sentence detention and effectively said his time served on remand was enough, noting his actions were spontaneous and born of panic. Is a getaway driver in an armed robbery charged with driving offences or part of the robbery gang? And a third party in Charlie's murder, who was the actual one with a motive and had the only real evidence on their phone, their charges were reduced to manslaughter. So we have an active murder investigation in Castle Hill right now, with 3 people charged and 1 on the run. But if our justice system is handing out same-day parole for kidnapping a teenager who ends up murdered and set on fire, what hope do we have that the people responsible for the Castle Hill tragedy will see any real justice? Are the courts protecting the community, or are they just managing the paperwork for the criminals? Let me know what you think in the comments. Links below in the description, and thanks for watching.